Welcome back to another episode of RHTV Condors, produced by the Advanced Video Production class. I am Valeria.
And I'm Ari. Today we bring you multiple media projects such as our store ticket advertisement, 6 facts in 60 seconds on President's Day, our walk and talk with Mr. Miller and Mr. Lopez, and our interview with the amazing Miss Groppensberger before she went on maternity leave. So sit back,
Relax,
and let's get into today's news. Starting off, Mr. Nava would like to encourage Condors to keep pushing for solid attendance. It's important that we make it to school every day.
Richland now has a soccer team. If you see any players, give them a shout out. Richland had their first game recently, and the team looked good in their new outfits, and they showed improvement in the second half. The next game is on March 5th, and it's a home game. Come out to the field by the Friendly Center after school on March 5th to support the team. A shout out to the coach, Walter, for leading the team, and a shout out to Miss Rodriguez for helping.
Just recently, President's Day passed. For more information on this holiday, we kick it off to Yanni San Juan for 6 facts in 60 seconds.
This is 6 facts in 60 seconds. Day was first celebrated as a holiday in 1879. President's Day is to celebrate George Washington and Abraham Lincoln's birthday. Did you know it is also for celebrating all the United States presidents? In a 2012 poll, 35% of Americans said they preferred to get rid of President's Day as opposed to other federal holidays. There is a disagreement on the actual name of the holiday and who exactly is being honored. 1968 President's Day has always been celebrated on the third Monday. This was all about President's Day. Back to the studio.
Thank you to Yanni and the team for the report. Condors, were you able to attend the financial aid workshop? If not, don't worry, you can still get help. Make an appointment with our brand new college and career technician, Mr. Cobb, in the counseling office.
The counseling office will also like to remind students to see Mrs. Banuelos if you have any credit-related questions, and see Mrs. Rodriguez if you need any counseling or support. FAFSA applications are available until March and are a requirement for all seniors. Don't delay on submitting your financial aid.
Let's kick it over to a word from our sponsors about our store tickets.
Got my eyes on the prize, gonna reach the sky. With these soar tickets, I can never be denied. Soar high, with these tickets in my hand. Respect is the key, make the whole school understand. Snacks and treats are sweet, but the lesson's grand. With these soar tickets, we command the land.
Thank you to the store ticket team, and thank you to ASB for running a great snack shack.
ASB also selects staff members to be our certificated and credentialed staff members of the month. The February staff members of the month are Mr. Tomike and our security member Felix. Thank you for all that you do. Condors, be on the lookout for our February walk and talk coming soon.
RHTV did get the chance recently to have a walk and talk with Mr. Miller and Mr. Lopez, the January staff members of the month. Let's kick it over to the walk and talk.
Hey Condors, welcome to our January walk and talk. Today I'm here with Craig.
Hello.
Today I'm here with Mr. Lopez, and we're just going to be asking you a couple questions.
Right.
First question is, how long have you been at Richland, and what's your favorite memory here?
I've been here 8 years. I started in 2017. It's been a good long ride here for me. I've really enjoyed it. I've seen a lot of changes. Some were kind of weird, but we got through those, and then a lot of them are really good. They're just like a lot of nice memories. I love coming to work every day. It's just, it's an easy place to be. It's friendly, small family vibe thing going. It's really cool.
Ooh, long time. I've been here about, I think, 17 years, something like that, As long as you guys have been here, alive, about that long, I guess. Something like that. Favorite memory, you said? Mm-hmm. We used to do Shark Tank here, which is like the TV show, Shark Tank. where kids developed their own business and they had to present it to members of the community and businesses of the community, which was awesome. And they didn't let up on them. They were really hard, just like on Shark Tank.
What's something that makes you stay at Richland?
Just knowing that I can help people and fix things. I'm not just the custodian, but I'm like the handyman here too. So I'm fixing things. I'm helping people, working through their problems and getting it all good.
And the importance of the students knowing that we really need them, that they are important. We need them for a strong nation. And that's something that belief has never changed. You guys are the future. I know people say it's so generic, but it's so true. In order for us to compete with the rest of the world, we need every single one of you pulling your weight, okay? And the only way you can do that, to pull your weight, is if you're strong enough to do it, okay? And I see you are strong enough. The teachers here are very strong, and they'll be able to support you in all the goals and needs that you have here at Richland, and hopefully it makes the nation stronger.
Wise words from Mr. Lopez. Well, thank you for joining us on our walk and talk.
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right.
Well, that's all we had for you today.
Well,
Thank you
guys.
for joining us.
Well, thank you, too.
Thank you, and back to the studio.
All right, bye.
Thank you to Mr. Miller and Mr. Lopez for talking with us. Are you taking Apex? You can do your Apex test with Mr. Wilsey at lunch on Tuesday and Thursdays. Val, go do that. Make sure to check if you have Apex and don't delay. Don't procrastinate. There is nothing cute about a senior student scrambling to get their classes done at the last minute. Start now. Start now, girl.
I will. Our last announcement today is an ASB announcement. Richland is having prom this year. Prom will be May 16 from 6 to 10 p.m. All Condors are encouraged to go. Mr. Kitchen remembers prom a few years ago, and he praises it for being so fun. Keep an ear out for more information.
Make sure to subscribe to the RHTV YouTube channel for exclusive online content and full interviews. We end today with our interview with Mrs. Groppensberger. Mrs. Groppensberger recently went on maternity leave and is expecting her child in March. We got the chance to talk with her before her Richland departure. For RHTV, I'm Ari.
And I'm Valeria. Remember, Condors, if it's happening on campus,
RHTV has it covered. We will see you for our next episode on March 20th. Hey Condors, I'm Ari, and today I'm here with our librarian, Mrs. Groppensberger. Thank you for joining us, and today we're just going to be asking you a couple questions. So first thing, I want to start off by saying congratulations on your pregnancy.
Thank you.
What's one thing that you're most looking forward to in motherhood?
Ooh, I guess just meeting him. This is my first child, so I don't know what motherhood is going to bring. But I'm really excited to meet him and see how he's gonna look like, and he's gonna be half white, half Mexican, so I'm really curious to see what he's gonna look like and how he's gonna be like. So I'm just excited for everything that motherhood has to bring.
Do you have any names picked out?
Yeah, we actually already chose his name. His name is Eloy. We went vintage with the name, so it's cute. It's a cute little name.
It's a cute name.
Yeah.
What's your favorite piece of advice about motherhood that somebody has given you so far?
I think my favorite piece of advice is that there's going to be a point where you're going to get so much advice that you need to just start trusting yourself. Because everybody has gone through so many different experiences, and you don't really know how motherhood is going to affect you personally. So take in the advice, but know that at one point you're just going to have to dive in and see what works out for you.
And trust your gut.
Yeah, and trust your gut.
That is a really good piece of advice.
Yeah.
What inspired you to become a librarian?
Okay. So this is going to sound kind of nerdy, but like one of my favorite shows when I was a kid is Antiques Roadshow. It was a show on PBS. We didn't have cable, so I had to watch stuff on PBS. So I loved it, and I thought it was really cool how people could look at an item and be like, oh, it's worth this much. So And then a lot of the people on that show were librarians. They worked in libraries. And then the one thing that solidified it, that I was like, oh my gosh, I really want to be a librarian. I watched the movie The Mummy. It's an old movie from like, I think it's 1999.
That's the one, the ride that they have at Universal, right?
I don't think so. I think may have been inspired by it, but it's like Brendan Fraser. It's a cool movie. I love it. And she's a librarian. And I'm like, I want to be like her. She looks cool. So from then, like, the idea just kind of got stuck in the back of my head. And
What do you hope that your legacy at Richland would be?
oh, gosh. I guess I would hope that, I don't know, whoever gets a chance to interact with me, I hope that they feel like they were listened to and cared for, and that whatever your requests or your needs may be, that you were like, that I was able to meet that, and that, I don't know, you felt safe and heard and listened to, and just that you had somebody around you, or just, that there's somebody else that cares about you, like, on this campus. Like, I don't know, I hope people know that I truly do care about everybody here, and I hope that translates into how I interact with all of you guys.
Everybody knows. Everybody knows. Okay, well, that was our last question. Thank you so much for joining us.
No,
and
thank
being
you guys.
here.
This is great.
I had so much fun. Did you
Yeah.
have fun?
Yeah, this was fun. Good questions.
Did I make you feel comfortable?
You made me feel really great. Thank you for the drinks. This was great. And yeah, this was great. You guys are awesome. Thank you.
Thank you for joining us. Now back to the studio.